What's going on, guys? Look at him. Look at him.
I want the song to keep
Look
playing.
at
This is the time to celebrate. This is the
Look at
time to rejoice. Listen, the club has made a good decision. We've made a good decision. It's one that's actually going to impact us structurally afterwards. Oh my God.
I tell you what, Flex,
Sorry.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised, given your history and your tenure in this, that you've gone straight in for the Rio Ferdinand. You've basically gone straight away going, it's the greatest decision ever. Cut to, relegated, end of the season going, it didn't go well. But no, I'm with you. I'm with you. That's I'm not being the pessimistic here. Ralf Rangnick is set to become Manchester United's interim manager. It's real. It's about to happen. Flex, behind the scenes, guys, me and Flex spoke on the phones today, and we're going, look, it feels like there's 5 people on a short list. We're not sure what's going to happen. It doesn't feel like a lot's going to happen. And then suddenly, the Athletic blow a hole in everyone's expectations. Manchester United have made a good decision because the Athletic is coming out with that Ralf Rangnick is set to be appointed as Manchester United's interim manager on a 6-month contract. This comes from David Ornstein at The Athletic, but it continues. United's agreement with Ralf Rangnick is subject to Lokomotiv Moscow, where he's at right now. It's a weird role he's got right now. It's like head of sports and science as well, or something like that. Yeah. Anyway, it's subject to Lokomotiv Moscow agreeing to release him from the contract, although reports previously said that wasn't going to be an issue, so I don't suspect it will be now. Although United don't anticipate, just as I said, this to be a problem. But I think the most key thing and the most crucial thing to this, Flex, isn't just that he's coming in on a 6-month contract as an interim manager, but Rangnick will have a further 2 years in a consultancy role at Manchester United after his 6-month interim contract ends. Wow. And obviously, if you're thinking he's going to be in the dugout at the weekend against Chelsea, he's not, due to work permit issues, and I would assume also probably quarantine issues. I'm not sure. But Flex, initial reactions, what do you think?
Look, someone said, Fabrizio Romano hasn't confirmed it yet, which I understand he hasn't. But for David Ornstein to go on a story that big and break it as an exclusive, if he got that wrong, he may as well just hand in his press accreditation badge, because he won't be credible after that. To go that big, and you know what Ornstein's like? I like Ornstein a lot. He prides himself on his stories. He prides himself on trying to be the first where he can. And for him to go big on it like that, out of the blue, because he's the first person before the likes of, Romano's and before people close to United, because Ornstein's usually quite synonymous with Arsenal. Let's not forget that. He's mainly in there breaking their kind of news. So for him to go bang, someone just said Sky Sports confirmed. I haven't seen that yet.
I'm just checking that now.
And then I think Laurie Whitwell, I think, then came with it as well. So, it's true. It's true, guys. Like I will stand corrected, obviously, if it's not and have to have the custard pie. But I'm all in. Look, it proves that out of interim managers that are out there,
as if DJ's calling me now, by the way, we're live.
He's probably ringing you out of excitement. He probably hasn't even checked anything. Out of the I'm surprised KG. We're lucky that KG is probably on set. He's on set right now, and his phone's on airplane mode because he's gonna get a shot. Back on. But what was I saying? Yeah, as far as interim managers go, and sort of the plan after the interim manager, this is the best we could have got. And it felt like something that kind of dwindled out. It was all Pochettino. It was all trying to get Pochettino now. And then maybe there was a development after yesterday. Maybe there was a development after Pochettino kind of gave that press conference before the game and gave off those vibes of he left a little bit there, but not enough for you to go, he's done. And even after they lost, it didn't feel like that. But what this does do is show clear thinking, dare I say, and I've got my fingers crossed, because I tweeted it. I said, fingers crossed, but if we play this right, this could be the start of something. Just structure at the football club. Forget just this next 6 months, because we'll get into what he can bring within the next 6 months in terms of organization, playing style, what he is and who he is, and instrumental in Klopp, instrumental in Tuchel, these managers. So for me, it's the best out of a bad situation. This is the best possible outcome we could have had for the shit streak that we're in. And then for him to say, I want 2 years in the back, organising the structure, or that's
at least
exactly what we're crying out for.
At least there's someone.
In the summer,
fighting our cause.
So in the summer, apparently, there you go. Fabrizio's just
Yeah, I was just about to say,
okay.
Fabrizio Romano's just tweeted. He said, Manchester United are in advanced talks with Ralf Rangnick as interim manager, as revealed by David Ornstein, Laurie Whitwell earlier today. Deal not finalised yet. Talks ongoing with Lokomotiv Moscow, which is we just said should get out of that contract. Rangnick and Manchester United want to be respectful as he's under contract. We've got quite a few super chats as well, Flex.
Yeah, go for it.
Zenthorum says, we may have a top-class coach, but can the staff that contributed to Ollie getting sacked implement his style, or will he bring some of his staff? That's a really good point, I think. That's a really good point that we don't know at the moment, but we'll have to wait and see about that. Also, super chat from Shyam says, hi, Flex. Can you tell me why we are excited about him joining? I don't know much about him, so can you please enlighten me? It will be better for us. Flex, enlighten them.
Yeah, I think, well, what Ralf Rangnick does is he's a person who is about the structure of football clubs. He's, in terms of a manager, it's not that he's been an outstanding manager his whole career, but when he's had to do firefighting situations, he's been very good at that. But it's the principles in which he instills in the football club. So he was instrumental across the whole Red Bull organization, Salzburg, at Leipzig. Remember when Nagelsmann was at Leipzig? Obviously, he's only just left recently, but all that that was all Rangnick's working. Yes, Nagelsmann had to come in.
He's laid foundations.
All the groundwork is from Ralf Rangnick, and Red Bull's a new organization. You know, you look at what Haaland was doing at Salzburg. You look at what Minamino was doing, and they were classed in Austria as a fantastic team. And you look at what was coming out of there. Then you look at what RB Leipzig done. With the fantastic production line and the way they played football. They got someone like a Nagelsmann who facilitated that. Similar to what we were talking about yesterday with Ajax in terms of it's literally a carbon copy, because really what it means is that you look at what Ten Hag was able to go in there and do. What Ajax was telling us was that he plays the Ajax way, but he's a manager who was able to come in there and make that happen. That is the vibes of this. And the fact that Ralf Rangnick wants to stay at Manchester United beyond the 6 months is typical. This is Ralf Rangnick. This is the Ralf Rangnick show. That's what he does. He goes in, he calmed down Leipzig, and then he passed it on to Nagelsmann, and then he took the mantelpiece, and then he went back in the back room and kept the production of players coming in, the structure. So it's brilliant for us. This could be the first time we've seen our club make a proper bang on footballing decision in absolutely
That's the thing I'm excited about. Like I said, I'm obviously excited about him coming in as the coach, but the idea of him having just a voice for 2 years at Manchester United, a footballing person making a football decision or making footballing calls, to me, that's just something that's what we haven't had.
And that's what's bigger. That's what's bigger than the interim.
Yeah, that's what's bigger. That's what I mean. That's why I'm more excited about that, because you talk about the managers we've had post-Fergie. We've never had that in the boardroom post-Fergie at all. So for me, that's the really exciting thing about all of this. A couple more super chats. Bill Ingram says, Flex, is he as good as people say? What kind of football does he play? Well, like Flex just said, a lot of people and a lot of really high-profile managers, like I said, Nagelsmann, Tuchel, Klopp, they call him like the father of the Gegenpress, because he was one of the first guys of literally lose the ball, again, high press from the front, win it back immediately, that kind of stuff. In Germany, he's revered because of it. Has he had super success? We're talking winning Champions Leagues and all that kind of stuff. No, but you could argue, like I said, it's the tactical philosophy. That's the exciting thing there. It's the tactical philosophy. Again, we don't necessarily know about backroom staff or anything like that at the moment. So I'm sure that will come, but it's very exciting. Another super chat from Salted Caramel says, this makes me happy. I am over the moon. Things look positive. Finally, make Ralf the director of football next year. We get Poch or Ten Hag next year. Glory, glory, Man United. Well, we don't know necessarily what it means by consultancy role. He's not going to be director of football. John Murtough is the director of football. I don't know if he's going to be the technical director. Darren Fletcher's sitting on the bench and on the training pitch. I don't really know.
Just having him in there, though, mate.
Yeah, it's just enough. It's enough. That was my concern. The funny thing is, I put out Twitter earlier today that's aged like milk in the sun, Flex, because I said I said, oh, Rangnick, wants to come in. Is he wants the job? Should he get the job? Yes. But he wants power afterwards, because that report came out, I think it was early this morning or late last night, of Rangnick wants the job, but his thing is that he doesn't just want it to the end of the season. He wants to have something going forward. He wants to see a project, right? He's a guy that's like, look, I don't have to be the manager, but I want to be involved. And my feeling is is it really going to be, we're looking at Ed Woodward, John Murtough, Richard Arnold, those guys having to give up a little bit of power, which they just don't do. So that in itself speaks volumes about
that feeds into
the
what Andrew
credibility.
C's saying now. That feeds into. I don't think you did that super chat, did you? It's a new one. He says, guys, I'm happy, but a bit cautious. Why on earth would the Glazers and Woodward hire him? He is the opposite of what they normally go for. And then the question is, have they changed? And I think that's the thing to look at here, because Woodward's going to leave. We know that. It's saying, okay, we haven't made the best decisions in the football club, which is why we're all surprised. And I get Andrew C being a bit skeptical and a bit cautious of this, but maybe it is a case of they have changed their decision making. Well, if Ralf Rangnick ends up being our interim manager, which it is, and then he gets the 2-year stay, that is a change in itself. That is something kind of like Manchester United have been doing for a very long time, which is putting football people in football positions to be able to make football decisions. And that is, it's something so basic, because we've all been banging on about it for a long time at Manchester United, that we've got investment bankers and stuff. Our Manchester United's fortunes and footballing decisions are in the hands of investment bankers and commercial people that are not football through and through. But if they are going to make that happen, make that change, then you would have to say they are starting to change. I think now is not the time to kind of maybe go into the Glazers and their dividends and this is not about that. This is about right now, we need to make a huge footballing decision for this football club, and we need to get it right. It was the right thing to get rid of Ollie. Yes, we wanted all the coaching staff to go with him, but with the bad planning, we wasn't able to do it. But even with the bad planning, and none of us really had faith, and the biggest worry was that we've got time to get this right, but will they make the right decisions? I think this answers the question. This is the right decision. Yes, it's not guaranteed success. What is guaranteed success in real life? But it's the most sensible decision to make to give us the best chance of success, in my opinion.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this is an interesting one from John, who says, "Oh, was freaking out yesterday, didn't want an interim. This is perfect. Ralf can change the whole way we choose players and managers and coaches. Owen, time to pick up the board. I think so. What flex?" Well, I appreciate, obviously, the contribution, John, but in fairness to myself, and I'm not saying this to wriggle out of this one.
You're a flip-flop.
Oh, wait, join KG's been rubbing off on me. No, in fairness, and the evidence is there, and I'm not going to backtrack from it. Did I want an interim? No, because I prefer a permanent solution. But, and it is a big but, I said if we were to go down the interim route, Rangnick would always be my number one choice, because he could be going into a more senior role in the club or something like that, or just the thought of bringing in a tactical kind of philosophy, bringing in some kind of tactical knowledge. What have we been saying the whole time under the Solskjaer era, right? There's no tactical plan. At the very least, the guy brings a tactical plan. But it's true. I said I didn't want an interim. I'm not going to shy away from that. But
another one from
as far
Romano,
as interims go, it's the best case scenario. Another one from Romano as well.
Yeah.
There's some more super chats as well, by the way. You can read that one whilst I look at this Romano tweet.
Yeah, Andrew C says, "Lad's so happy. He is highly rated, and would mean a Ten Hag would be possible in the summer. Could you clarify whether his coaches may come too? No, Carrick, please. We haven't got that far yet. That's what Owen was just touching on there, Andrew. We don't know. We don't know who he's going to bring with him, his coaches. We're not sure. We'll have to wait and see. But one thing you do know is that he's going to be the right guy for it. Even if he was, and this is the thing, even if he was having to come in and Carrick still had to be part of it somehow, but with him as interim manager, everything's going to be different. He couldn't do it all by himself, because you still need the competency of the coaches. So to be fair, I wouldn't stop at the point of saying, even if he comes in and then all the coaches are still the same, he can still do it. But he'll be a big influence of changing things, but he would still need coaches who can implement his thing. To ask Kieran McKenna.
He's not running training sessions or anything like that on the pitch or wwhatever. But in fairness, even if a Carrick was there, and again, I still say total reset is needed, but even if he was there, he could see one training session and go, "This is shit." He could though, couldn't he? You know what I mean? At least he would say it. You know what I mean? So this Fabrizio Romano tweet says, Ralf Rangnick told Man United board on Monday he'll accept the interim job only if future consultancy with power on club choices will be included in the deal. Man United are prepared to accept this condition. So there you go.
The Man United are saying, we will give you that control. So Andrew C was saying it's so unlike them. Have they changed? Well, based on all the information
they
coming
must
out,
have. I didn't think they would, but they have.
Yes, They have. Does a leopard change its spots? Well, maybe some of the spots have changed. Maybe some. Santiago says he took Leipzig from 4th tier to Bundesliga and Champions League level. Nagelsmann and Klopp are understudies. Oversaw the Red Bull organization, which I was talking about earlier, who discovered great player talents. This guy is the real deal.
There you go. Another one here says, such good news. Good job by the board. Hey, Flex, make a video of an RB Leipzig fan of what we get from Ralf and what we can expect from him. Write it down. Write it down. He's like you've been in our WhatsApp conversations.
100%. I just think what this is now, though, is a chance. Look, the Chelsea game, I think, again, with this coming out now, Santiago says this is amazing news. I hope the deal goes through. With everything that's going on, the Chelsea game is a bit. The funny thing is, just finished recording a preview for that game, and then this kind of, I thought, oh, I'm gonna have to record it again.
We're good. Don't worry about it. Nobody's coming in.
You guys will see that preview tomorrow because this doesn't change what's going to happen with the Chelsea game because we know he's not going to be here by then. But what this does do is you put the Chelsea game away, but it gives us like, whatever happened in the Chelsea games happened. We know that there's big change coming, and that's all you can ask for. And you know what? I'm glad because it takes the pressure off Michael Carrick, which just hasn't been fair, in my opinion.
Irrespective of kind of what happens at the weekend. If we lose, would you go, well, it doesn't matter because we're going to get Rangnick in. This isn't sticking around. Obviously, the result matters in the sense that you want to do well and you want to win. But for example's sake, if we do lose at the weekend, or it's like in midweek and we don't play well, but a bet because we're playing against a better team and they just rip us apart, at least there's a silver lining coming. You know what I mean? There's a bit of hope. There's a bit of hope. And maybe when it comes to the players, I was about to ask you, do you think it gives the players a bounce going into the weekend?
I think so. Yeah, I think it does. I mean, like I said, after the Chelsea game, or maybe even going into the Chelsea game, I like that this is coming out before because it shows the fans that stability is round the corner. It shows the players that stability is round the corner. It shows Michael Carrick that actually don't feel so much pressure on your shoulders to keep going and going. I likened it to, and I'm so glad. Do you know what? Actually, I'm so glad I've been proved wrong because my biggest fear, I was likening it to the Freddie Ljungberg situation at Arsenal, where it was week after week after week, where he literally was saying, "I'm actually out of my depth. I've had to take coaches out of the under-23s. Like, this is too difficult. This is above my pay grade. I shouldn't be here." And what this does is just shows the players that actually a real proper football person is around the corner. I.e. the next game after this, which is Arsenal. Oh my God, it's dead for Arsenal. It's my birthday. I don't care what I'm getting for my birthday. This is the best birthday present ever. And it's like I've got the present. I've opened it before my birthday. I don't mind. This is fine. He's going to be there for the Arsenal game, hopefully. Oh, man.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine that? You'd be there for Rangnick's first game. On your birthday.
And then we lose to Arsenal.
Yeah, I know. No, it is exciting. Like I said, for me, like the exciting thing for me, and I know I'm repeating myself here, but obviously excited about him coming in, and it's interested to see Manchester United play with an actual, tactical philosophy, all that kind of stuff. But it's that consultancy thing that I think is the real key thing. That's because he has a legacy. He has a legacy now. It's not just a stopgap to the end of the season. Like you said, it's an actual long-term choice, and it improves the football club. And look, who knows as well how long he may last in the back room, in the senior figures.
Just quickly, talk about losing credibility. Yeah, I was saying about if Ornstein was wrong, he would have been in the mud. Go on Christian Falk's Twitter.
Yesterday. He was one of the ones.
He is in the mud. He's quote tweeted himself and put, "Not true. Sorry, one source was not honest this time." He's in the mud.
I said it yesterday. I saw it yesterday. He yesterday categorically ruled out, not happening. He's not coming, all that kind of stuff. And that's the thing, man. And people will remember. People remember that. People remember that kind of stuff as well. Another thing that's just come out here. This is from, who is this from? It's like a football journalist, Frederick A. Filtvout, looks to be based in, obviously, Germany, says Man United have been in dialogue with Ralf Rangnick for several weeks. He knows Ed Woodward, and he was even a candidate before Louis van Gaal was hired.
Wow.
And to be honest, that does jive with what we've seen before as well, because
Don't know what's
importantly,
worse,
again,
the fact
he's
that
had
we was linked that early and we never did it, or at least we
yeah,
kept in contact.
exactly. But we'd had communications with him a lot, whether it was, like I said, for the Van Gaal stuff. But I remember apparently there were conversations even in like 2019 about, youth development and how to, club structure and all that kind of stuff. So again, they obviously rate him. And, they've obviously taken his opinion into account before when it comes just to the structure of the club.
Mm.
So that's the thing that I'm excited about.
Christian Falk, to get his
Yeah.
credibility back, he's gonna have to like be the first person to break that. What's his face? Haaland is gonna come Man United or something, or so he needs like a big. Do you know what I mean? Or a fee agreed with Juventus for Paul Pogba before anyone says it. Or so he need
100%.
like when you need a big one, like you to get back in the game, you need something big. That's where he's at.
Problem is, Ronaldo and Messi have just moved. He can't even break those stories. He can't even be there the place he's going to go there. He's the two biggest players just moved in the summer as well. Shit.
Yeah, he's done out here for a bit.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I don't know about you, Flex. I'm a bit in shock.
the fact that the club have actually done something positive. I get you.
And I think unanimously, like every fan's going to go, yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's good. There doesn't seem to be any kind of sort of, negativity surrounding this one at all. Super chat from AMLG says, happy Thanksgiving from the States. It's Thanksgiving today, by the way, in the States as well.
Celebrating Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Says, what players do you see improving under Rangnick's philosophy?
Really good question.
Interesting one, Flex.
I like that, yeah. We'll get to that.
You start.
I will. Let me just do this one. Gabriel Noel says, can't lie, this is the best decision the club has made in almost a decade. I'm still in shock. I'm so incredibly happy right now. Excited to watch my team. Look at it's just given everyone a lift. And right on cue, we've just hit 1,000 people watching live as well. So I haven't even looked at the likes, but I know people I've still got my shoes on. Let's hit the like button. Let's hit the like button as you come in. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. Another super chat here from and Deal says it feels different, gang. Maybe KG was right again by accident. This is what he meant.
Come on, we need to stop giving him credit. Like we don't.
This is what he meant, Owen. He meant it feels different, as in Ollie's going to get sacked, and we're going to get real football people in. And
no, he didn't, Flex. You know him. He's flowing. He's like, when you have to test if pasta's ready, if it's cooked. He's for throwing that shit at the wall, seeing if it sticks. That's KG's opinions. Okay, it's testing out pasta, testing out spaghetti.
Owen is on fire. Owen is coming out with it. Oh, do you know what? You know that test here? I never actually do that. I'm not real against my wall. I know it's real. I'm just saying I never do it.
Yeah, I know. I mean, if you've got some expensive tiles, come on, let's not play around here. Just spend like grands, thousands of pounds on the kitchen. You think I'm going to throw spaghetti at it? No,
exactly.
Eat it.
Exactly.
And what other foods do you need to check that? Let's check if this chicken's cooked. Yeah, that's done.
Owen chose violence today, says Raz. 100%. Owen laughed my ass off. Owen, though. And Dill says, hashtag it feels different, gang. If he can put in a strong structure and then be part of choosing the new gaffer, I'll be happy. Also, a deep Champions League run. Exactly, because when we play in these big games against big opposition, that organization and that understanding is going to be there. Shazzy Boy says, took Schalke to Champions League semi-final. The board and owners finally realized they can't make good football decisions, so they brought him in. Exactly. It's a sign that they're saying, right, this is out of our remit. And back to this one though, which was no, it wasn't that one. It's someone who said, what players would he work well with? And Joshua Jack says, United making a footballing decision. Finally, Ralph's philosophy is the architect of both Klopp and Tuchel. Can't wait for his work on Monday. Yeah, I mean, the players that he's going to improve, I mean, a whole host of players. Overall, before you just look at individuals, overall, our whole team will be revolutionized. And even in basic forms of just organized intensity, understanding patterns of play, understanding what to do in pressurized situations. You saw the other day against Villarreal. When was that? Yesterday? When was that game?
Tuesday.
Sorry, the day before. You saw that as soon as we're not press resistant, as soon as Villarreal started pressing us, we didn't know what to do with ourselves. It was all over the place. And it's the same against anyone. Because when the player receives the ball and gets pressed and they look up, there isn't that other player ready to drop in, then that rotation of just just that swing, you know, when the ball's on one side of the pitch, how do you defend properly in a unit? How do you get 4 to 5 red shirts within the sort of like a 10-meter grid into hunting packs to win the ball back? All these little intricate things that should be the basics of football, or, you know, need to come from someone who knows what they're doing. We don't have. So they're the
I
things
think
that
this is an interesting one, Flex, because again, thinking with my tactical hat on, and I'm no Cam, I'm no tactical Cam by any stretch of the imagination. But if you're thinking of a gegenpress, I'm thinking like Liverpool. If you're looking at a Liverpool style of play, and you're talking about pressing from the front. How does Ronaldo fit into that?
I think I don't think he does. I don't.
Or do you think he just goes like a smart coach? Do you think he just goes, you know what? I will adapt because I've got one of the best players of all time.
He adapts because you know, Ronaldo's never done that in his whole career. In his whole career, you know. Yes, at United when he was a marauding winger and had a little bit more legs, he might have run around a bit more like a blue-ass fly, which needed taming, which we know. But when he arrived at Real Madrid, he's been a presser. When he went to Juventus, not been a presser. You just make do. Like that's, you know, and that's a very short-term thing as well. Ronaldo's going to be here for probably the rest of next season as well. And that will probably be it. KG tweeted. It's like Romano. KG's tweeted.
Yeah, KG's tweeted.
But what I will say is that, again, it comes down to the quality of manager. A quality of manager knows how to bypass that Ronaldo not being able to press. You got to remember, Pep Guardiola wanted Ronaldo. They wanted him. Do you think Pep Guardiola was thinking? 100%. Pep Guardiola's thought wasn't, how am I going to get him to press?
People are quick to forget that. People are quick to forget that, aren't they? You know what I mean? That was a real thing.
It's a real thing.
A very real thing.
And Pep's thing wasn't, KG is ringing me. KG is ringing. Here we go. KG, you are live on United View.
I might need to join in. I might need to join the link. I might need to join the stream. Send me the link.
Owen, can you send the link to KG? He's got his laptop. Can you send it to him?
I'll send it.
I came to the studio today, and I stupidly had to use Josh's laptop, so I didn't even bring mine. How stupid is that? But KG, Owen is sending you the link
because we've got that insider information that we've caught completely off guard.
It'll be now be a normal link. You just click it and just come in. Just come in. All right, cool. KG is on his way. KG is on his way. Fadil says Pep wanted Maguire and Fred. Does it say something, Flex? Yeah, well, you know what? Fred in that system probably would look amazing. But again, that's what good managers do. Good managers hide the flaws of players and promote their strengths, you know? So, yeah, when Fred was at Shakhtar Donetsk, it's well known. Pep Guardiola wanted this player for £50 million. So, you know, you have to see it as that. You have to see it as that, because if you think about it, like I said, a good manager knows what they're doing and can get any team working. Look at Frank Lampard. Frank Lampard had exactly the same team as Thomas Tuchel. If that's not the prime example of exactly how important the manager is to a team, you will never understand it then, because Frank Lampard had exactly the same players.
Well, it's interesting you mentioned Frank Lampard because there's been this comes from James Ducker at the Telegraph. Goes, it is understood that Ralf Rangnick regards the opportunity to take over at Manchester United as too big of an opportunity to turn down. He is believed to have previously rebuffed Chelsea when they were preparing to sack Frank Lampard. So, you know, that's going to get right in their craw. and that was an interim thing as well. He was like, Chelsea, end of the season. He was like, no. United, end of the season. Yeah.
Exactly.
Too good an opportunity to come down.
Exactly.
You know, but that's status, isn't it? It also says that, this comes from the Telegraph as well, that Rangnick is determined to leave Lokomotiv Moscow on the right terms with their blessing, which is what was said before. And Ernesto Valverde was not offered the Manchester United's interim role and is thought to be the first of the candidates to be ruled out during the interview process. And finally, Rangnick was the overwhelming first choice of the Manchester United hierarchy. So there you go. Unanimous first choice. And it's just a case of agreeing to leave Lokomotiv Moscow on the right terms, which he wants to do. But those previous reports had indicated that wouldn't be much of an issue. And to be honest, could you imagine? And he might want to leave on the best terms, but if they're starting to block any kind of move, he's like, right, guys, I'm trying to be nice here, but I'm going. Like, you know,
he'll rip up the contract and just walk out.
Exactly.
But you know, and that's another thing for people who are not familiar with Ralf Rangnick, and I'm not going to profess that I know every single thing about him. I've done it through research, like a lot of you guys have, and I knew who he was. But in terms of when he was linked to United, you do what you do. You look at your Klopps, you look at Tuchel's. He's instrumental. KG, if you can see what we can see right now, KG is probably in his like trailer or his dressing room. He's in the full ambulance.
KG's in character. KG's in character.
Maybe KG's actually going to come in as Daryl from
yeah.
Blood.
It's going to say this isn't KG, this is Daryl.
KG is a mad guy. I think KG's going to come in as Daryl from Blood. He's preparing himself. We'll wait until he's ready.
Till he's ready.
Is he ready?
You should see his look. This is the most ridiculous thing.
Hey, bro. Listen. I'm on set. I had to talk. 1 sec. Where are we? Hold on. What's up?
I love this idea of like maybe like directors or producers thinking, yeah, he's going to be in there learning his lines. He's in there talking about Ralf Rangnick.
And my lines are so close as well. I'm meant to be learning my lines, yeah, but it is what it is.
You're an incredible human being.
But anyway, I hope this is good lighting. That's better.
No, you're good. You're good. Don't worry, man. We'll make it work.
Yeah?
Don't worry. Yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah,
it's
don't
the
worry
best I can
it's
do.
reaction settings, man. Who cares? Don't worry.
Brother, I'm not gonna lie. I hate that. I'm not.
Yeah, that one's a bit annoying because the light was. Yeah, that was.
Yeah, wait, that could work. But my bald head, so it is what it is.
Yeah.
There you go. This is the best we can do. I'm a little bit disappointed because I really wanted Poch. I got into my head.
But that's you because you're just like a kid like that. You're like, but I wanted that one.
I got into my head, yeah, that we're good. No, this is totally reckless sentence. I got into my head, yeah, that I wanted Poch. So I didn't do any research on Ralf Rangnick. Do you know what I mean? So I literally
get the compilations ready.
Great things about him, but I know nothing about him. What are you not saying? Is he the man?
Owen, explain to him who Ralf Rangnick is.
So Ralf Rangnick is certainly in footballing circles regarded as the father of the Gegenpress. He inspired the likes of Klopp, Tuchel, Nagelsmann. Their tactics stem from his tactics. He took Leipzig from, like a regional 4th division side in Germany up to the RB Leipzig that we know today, then transitioned into an executive role, which he's going to be going in at Manchester United as well. He's going into a consultancy role for 2 years at the end of the season at Manchester United. It's good news. It's really good news. Almost irrespective of what happens on the pitch, it's off the pitch. 2 years of Ralf Rangnick in a senior role, actually having influence over footballing decisions at Manchester United. How can that not be good? Even if we got another interim in, and it was they just went, oh, and by the way, Rangnick's coming in as an executive or whatever, I'd be like, fine. Just having him there, it's so significant.
So is he gonna? This is mad, yeah? Who's coming next then? Is it Ten Hag? Or like, what are we doing then?
Well, we haven't got that far yet. But what you?
Yeah, I think we enjoyed today.
Yeah, I mean, there's always one like KG who has to go. Yeah, but I wanted Poch. So who are we going to get at the end?
I'm not a policeman. What's wrong with these people? I'm not a policeman. I'm a bloody paramedic, fam. Look. There you go. Hold on. How much can I show? Blood season 2. There you go.
But to answer your question, KG, what it does do is say whoever that appointment's going to be, whether it's Pochettino, whether it's Ten Hag, it will be a well thought out, well executed plan with a football person there helping in that decision making. Do you see what I'm saying? And that's the key here. We want football people making football decisions. And exactly, if Ralf Rangnick's going to be there for the next 2 years, so he also has to work under that manager. That is going to be a big thing. And to give you a bit of context, KG, he done exactly the same thing at Leipzig. Yeah, so he was instrumental in the whole Leipzig organization. So you got Leipzig, you got Leipzig, and you got Salzburg. You got the one in Africa as well. I think you got quite a few of the RB teams. Yeah, the Red Bull teams. He was brought into all of them and put the philosophy in at Leipzig. And he took over and fire fought for a little bit, and then he handed it over to Nagelsmann. And then was in the back scenes. And look what Nagelsmann did. And now he's at Bayern Munich.
I don't even have my sound desk, bro. I can't even put my bums in my head.
I saw him go to do it as well. I saw him go. He leant over. He went. That's what he did at Leipzig, and KG went. Oh.
Bro, I feel powerless, bro. I feel like Batman without the utility belt. This is mad. This is a good thing. We're in a great.
This is a good thing. This is a very good thing.
This is almost un-Man United, like, to make such a smart.
There you go. You're not the first person to say that today.
I'm hearing, like, it's so crazy because you're listening to people talk, yeah, and it's like people are like, "Well done, Man United," like almost not like begrudgingly, but like, "Wow, like,
yeah,
this is a smart decision." A little part of me, I'm not gonna lie, I have to be honest. I convinced myself for Poch so much, yeah. All I've been doing is looking at Twitter and just refreshing Poch.
But we still might.
And we still might at the end of the season. 100%. That's not. Don't rule that out.
He's going to be part of that conversation as well, which is encouraging. He might look at Poch and say that guy has similar tactics or plays like I want to play. Yes, United, go after him. Or he might look at Ten Hag and say, you know what, Ten Hag, it's similar to my philosophy here. The club has a philosophy now. We have continuity, and a football guy is going to be part of that footballing decision, which we just haven't had. That's the exciting thing, I think.
Oh my god.
What the hell? Oh my god, no way.
No, but you know what? So we're in a good space. Yeah. This is the main thing to understand. We're in a good space. I'm gassed. I need to do my YouTube compilations on this Ralf guy because I'm hearing what you're saying. It sounds good. I need to probably watch 4 or 5 videos to gas me up.
But it's difficult with Ralf Rangnick. It's basically there's like what you need to watch is, you know what happens. It happened when Rodgers was linked with the job, when they do interviews, the way they talk about the game. And there's some seminars. There was one that he done at Wembley.
Yeah, he did quite a lot.
There's some wicked talks that he gives about how if I send you this clip, this one, do you know what? I'm going to send you it.
Send it to me.
Is it the one?
What we're going to do? We're going to do a social experiment with KG, and this is what you call majority influence. I study psychology at college. You've got minority influence and majority influence. We're going to do a majority influence on KG. So what we're going to do? I'm going to send him the clip of Ralf Rangnick talking. Yeah. KG's going to mute it so we don't get taken off copyright. And I bet you he comes back a different man.
All right, that's what I'm gonna do. So, send it to me in the private chat, right? Send it to me in the. I ain't got my phone. Like my phone is. Where's my phone? It's somewhere.
Is it the one with what's his name? David Jones. Is it that one?
Yeah. Send him that. Have you got that?
It's no. But I was just.
And I'll mute myself and be enjoying. I'll mute myself and be watching. Yeah. But you'll see me fully reacting while I watch.
Hold on. I'll get it. But you haven't got your
I'll send it in. I'll send it in the private chat on here.
Yeah. Send it in the private chat.
Jeez, I can't believe this. I'm like, I don't know what to do in my life now. You know, Owen, you know when you've been watching like Twitter for the last 2 days, trying to see if Poch is coming. I even started to check tactics, and I was looking for Zidane PSG. But what's Zidane playing at, man? What's wrong with that guy?
He just don't want to come England. He's got his thing.
No, I'm not talking about him coming to us. Why don't he just want to go to PSG right now?
Because you really want Poch right now, innit? That's what it is. Just let it go. Forget that. This is actually. Do you know what? I will say something.
Send me the video.
I'm trying to find it.
I've got it here. I've sent it in the private chat.
Oh yeah.
All right. Breakup that hasn't happened. With KG. He's like, I watched Poch back. Is Poch ever going to come back? You were never in a relationship, KG, with Poch. He doesn't know you exist.
All right, I'm watching it on silent. Just mute me, and then I'll be enjoying that.
All right, you're muted. There you go.
There you go. Yeah, he's muted.
What's going to be funny is we're going to see him. We're going to see his reaction.
It is. It's like you said. It's like a social experiment. It takes you back to uni.
Yeah,
I got first in psychology as well. This is the most experiments I've ever done when it comes to
psychology.
You say
you got first in psychology?
Yeah.
Jeez. Whoa. Owen. You got just a light little quick first in psychology.
Yeah. You know.
I like that, Owen.
Hey.
You know what, Owen? You know what I like, Owen? I like how you just drop it. It's not a thing.
I got a 2-2 in health and social care.
Big up.
Yeah, he'll count, mate. Honestly.
I didn't study that.
Well, go and listen to him. Get distracted.
Sorry. I just felt like
he's not supposed to be listening to us, and he's
there. Exactly.
Go listen to the thing and mute your thing.
That's how easily distracted he is as well. He's meant to be watching a video and immediately he goes, I got a 2-2. I got a Desmond. Oh.
Tabara says, amazing news. I can't believe it, actually. Let Rangnick do his job and Rangnick can decide the next manager. Glory, glory, Man United. Sell the Deadwood. Big up the guys and congrats. I think there was another super chat. No, we've read all of them. I think, yeah, because that's the thing where KG's talking about the Pochettino thing. It doesn't necessarily mean that Pochettino won't come. It's not like Ten Hag is Ralph's guy. You know, it would be someone who could fit it with similar philosophy. But if you look at the way that Pochettino has a philosophy and works with young players, and to combine the ingredients to make the perfect cake is what you want. Do you know what I mean? So 100%. I wouldn't rule out Pochettino. And then what you do get is you get organization in the short term for the next 6 months. Then you coupled with the squad, you know, being primed for someone like a Ten Hag or like a Pochettino to take over. And then in that process, you get Rangnick, you know, identifying suitable candidates along with the board. And Pochettino and Ten Hag are very similar in that way.
That was what was concerning me, to be honest, about the interim thing in general. Again, was the continuity of if we get whoever we got into the end of the season, who's to say then if we did get a Ten Hag or a Pochettino, it's not a completely different philosophy. Yeah. And that again was my concern about the interim thing, is that there might not be any continuity. At least with Rangnick, again, we're getting his philosophy now, but we're also getting the legacy of it too. Because afterwards he's going to be part of that conversation, so he can look at someone going, not only am I part of the decision making at the club, but also I can make sure that whilst I'm the manager, we're still steering it in the right direction because I'm laying down the groundwork. So it makes sense. It just makes sense.
Roddy says Rangnick is interim manager. Is the interim manager I wanted. Glory, Man United. And then someone said KG is deep in the video, like he's fully. Yeah, he's in. Do you know what I mean? Have you watched it yet? Are you still watching it?
He's still watching.
He's still watching it. There you go.
It's like 6 minutes long.
Yeah, exactly. That's good though. I want him to hear it because again, it happened. Just quickly here. Sean Collins says, great choice. Good pro-attacking coach. Be interesting how he changes the way McTominay and Fred and the lads in front play. Exactly. But you know, you would after a few games, I would say, maybe even after one game, but certainly after a couple of games, I think you would be able to see a noticeable difference in patterns of play and what we're trying to do. It's still going to take time. You know, we haven't got to the bit yet where he's there, he's taking his first training session and stuff like that. It's still going to take a while because another thing you got to remember is these players. This is where how good and adaptable the players is going to be a big question mark to see who can make the grade and who can step up, because now there's nowhere to hide. But these players have been used to be playing in such a dead way for so long and such a different way under Oli for so long, and managers before that. Some of them, Jose, they've been playing under those circumstances for so long. It'll be interesting to see who can get up to pace quickest. And to be fair, Ralf Rangnick's probably going to pick the players who do. You could almost imagine just seeing a Diogo Dalot just out of the blue. He's just the starting right back now because you know, he's adapted to Ralf Rangnick's thing straight away. You got to look at when people coming to Chelsea, certain players were playing who were like, oh, flipping that, didn't expect that. Trevor Chalobah, he's on loan last time, but he's Rudiger was going to be out the door, but his players, Loftus-Cheek's back in the fold. Do you know what I mean? Callum Hudson-Odoi is back in the fold. So it's players who can adapt to that style quickest are going to get the nod.
Well, KG will like this as well, because Samuel Luck has said that despite the impending appointment of Ralf Rangnick, Manchester United are still very much in pursuit of Mauricio Pochettino in regards to him becoming the next permanent manager at the end of the season. Also, you will like this as well. KG will like this as well. He's just listened to that video, but this was a quote that Rangnick said in 2019 regarding Manchester United. He said, quote, since Sir Alex left, Manchester United were underperforming. They hadn't won a title since he left. At any club, if you cannot get the right players, you should at least not sign the wrong ones. So,
you know what? I was watching that. Yeah, this man is wild. Like when he's talking about the style of football, when he asked that question, you know, the 30% question, and he's like, we be spending our whole day set pieces, kicking, bro. So even when we're just heading the ball into the bins before Champions League, you know, our training videos and stuff, we're doing a massive training. They're not going to know what to do themselves. How are they going to be able? So,
what's your boy Wan-Bissaka going to do?
Oh, he's going to coach him. He's gonna coach the hell out of Wan-B, bro. But you know what's nice? You can tell, again, like heavy metal football, I will take that right now. And if you got someone that's thinking about, because we don't have that kind of mind on the board anyway, you know, not that I know of. The only one that is when we hear Ollie, no disrespect to Ollie, but when we hear Ollie speaking, he's like, I tell my guys to enjoy the game. When we ask him about the tactics, enjoy yourselves. I don't want to hear enjoy yourselves anymore.
Exactly.
Now, my man's breaking it down. He's talking about the 5 ways that his philosophy broken into 5 parts.
I need to get Josh to zoom in from over there doing that. Josh, do it.
He did it.
Not the philosophy broken, bro. Oh my goodness.
I said, KG, before you come on, I said, Owen, hold on a minute. KG is always right by accident. He did say it feels different, but what he meant was that it's going to get rough. Ollie gets sacked, and then we make real footballing decisions.
Hey, I was in the car. Wait, hold on. Listen, I was in the car today, and I goes, you know what? Yeah, you not say that because I can stumble on things by mistake. The Blanc thing was a bit crazy. I just landed there, but it feels different. The year is not up. And we've got a new.
Oh wait, KG, KG. Just...
This is the thing. This is what I was saying, Flex. like KG's opinion, I like testing out spaghetti. He just throws it at the wall and hopes it will stick. Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it does. Sometimes it breaks in half. And then he goes, "It's not my fault. It's not ready yet."
But I'm a genius, though.
You're not a genius.
I am a genius. Hey, look how I'm living, fam. This is my set right now.
Is this your little? Where's that? Your little trailer? You're gonna give us a little tour?
Yeah. This is. Do you want a tour? Do you want to meet some? Oh shit! Is it time to get on the set? Hello.
Hi.
Ah, look.
I was just.
Oh, it's Daryl. It's Daryl.
Hey, that's it. That's Daryl.
LA.
There you go. You're in a whole Man United.
Does Daryl like football?
He knows nothing about
not
football.
Aussie rules, soccer.
What do you like football, Daryl? Don't say that, please.
Goodness.
Fucking.
He's stuck it.
Fucking go Guinness.
Bro, I was just thinking that if you took us behind the scenes on Ted Lasso and you went up,
you see everyone. I can do that. Yeah, I can do that. I can do that.
He likes football. He likes football, innit?
Yeah, he loves it. But he's there's a lot of gooners on the Ted Lasso set as well.
Wow,
which
that's
sucks.
Crazy.
Yeah, a lot of them are like Arsenal fans and that. So yeah, it's mad.
Just quickly, we get through these super chats. DJ Big says Poch utilizes a pressing system, perfect successor. And DJ Big also says a manager like Poch would be a good successor. He is a similar style that utilizes a very similar style of pressing. Another super chat as well. Make sure I want to get that is from Sonji. Says United in danger of actually looking like having a plan. Ralf to Ten Hag or Poch is a dream. Van der Beek to be captain and vice captain.
Go Gooners. I'm still reeling. Let's not let that go.
Isn't it? But look, this is the notes they leave me. So, because I always make the same. I'll be getting on set and my character's just there married. So,
and like Daryl doesn't speak to girls. Like,
yeah. No, Daryl. Hey, interesting arc this season.
Shit,
so interesting arc. So
Bill Hinkley says, how happy, look how happy KG looks. Yeah, he's over the moon, even though he's only just really found out who Ralf Rangnick is.
No, listen, it's not gonna take long for me to get on the hype Rangnick train. That video is insane. That video is good. All I need to see is I just hope that we can still have success because I really want to win the Champions League. I know that sounds mad.
I think this gives us a chance of being in the conversation to be able to, because look.
Let's not go mental here, guys. We'll get ahead of ourselves, and this could backfire.
No, let's do it, Owen. It's been ages of anything, man. Let's get a little bit excited, man.
We need to be pragmatic here.
Owen's not having any of it.
Wait.
Just
hoping.
Of course, I would love it, but I can already see this coming back. But I've seen KG because again, I'm doing these things for social. I've seen KG say we're going to win the league at least 10 times this season.
Yeah, true.
I have
True.
said that.
Of course.
And I don't take any of those things back. But listen, I
What you
was
mean?
hoping. No, I never take it back. You got to be who you are, bro. But hear this now. Check this out. I was hoping that we could, just do a madness, surprise ourselves in the Champions League. We're in the last 16, and you just think, you know what, a nice run. And I was hoping it would be Poch that will do it. But what would be good if it is Poch at the end of the season? He might have won the league by then, so no one can say he hasn't won.
No, he would have. He would have won the league, but they'll just beat him with
yeah.
the same stick of it's only PSG. That's all that happens.
Well, you can't say he hasn't won anything. He won
Yeah,
something.
but they'll just say it means nothing. They'll just move the goal.
What happens if Ralf Rangnick's Manchester United gets Mauricio Pochettino's PSG in the Champions League?
And he beats him. Because them man don't run.
It'll be like Obi-Wan. It'll be like Obi-Wan and Anakin in Revenge of the Sith when he chops his arms and legs off. It'll be like that. And then he's
But I don't trust myself not to love Ralf Rangnick.
exactly. You were the chosen one.
That is insane.
Poch is there grabbing. I hate you.
You know what's so funny about this? Flex doesn't know what you're talking about.
I know. It's very
Poch. I'm still laughing at the Poch versus Rangnick thing. I don't know what Owen's on about.
Yeah. This is the problem.
Oh right, yeah. So he's
Star
saying,
Wars
yeah,
thing.
we'll start sabers.
Wait, are people just realizing that I'm bored? I'm bored in every TV show that you watch.
They're thinking KG's got a heck of a bold cap going on for his character.
Every time you see me on TV.
No, what it is, you just had to prepare for a character, so you had to shave off the locks.
No, but they done it like they made sure, like, so every day I come in, they actually shave it so it's extra shiny.
Again. So Daryl looks the same every time.
Yeah. So it's extra shiny.
Carrie Moore says, why are people pretending that Carrick, McKenna, and Phelan won't still be around? The spirit of Ollie is still alive and strong at United. I don't know. No, I think someone like Phelan will be relieved of his duties. I don't think he'll end up doing that. I think maybe someone who they want to give a chance to learn, maybe like Carrick could stay on and learn off Rangnick and his coaches and Pochettino and his coaches if they want to be nice. But
yeah,
I do think there will be changes. I don't think they'll just say Carrick, Phelan, McKenna all stay and Rangnick comes. He's gonna.
No, I think
like
he
I said
can do
as
all the
well.
training. He'll do all the training. That guy.
Exactly.
Rangnick won't be physically, running training sessions. He'll be there. Like I said to Flex earlier on, he might say, "Okay, show me what you were doing." He might do like one training session. After 10 minutes, he blows the whistle. He goes, "No."
No, because he has to run training.
He starts picking up those sort of, those people you bend free kicks around. He goes, "No."
Wait. He has to run training because are you trying to tell me right now, that the one leading gegenpress is gonna be McKenna and them man there? They don't know that, bro. Them man have got the players heading balls into the bin. He'll be like, how does this help them on any part? Like, because he talks about set pieces, and we're like, how long do you spend on that? And you think to yourself, we might do a whole day training on set pieces. What's nice now is when Man City said they only practice for 10 minutes before they play us, and then they just go about their business. You can't say that no more. I need to see, I don't want people, I just want us to be respected in Europe again, and this feels like United again the right way.
Respected here first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rival fans not singing Ollie's at the wheel.
Like flipping Brighton, Watford, Leeds, flipping. Well, not Leeds, but you know what I mean? We need respect off here first. But everyone's coming to Old Trafford saying, yo, let's play. Let's turn up and play.
That's funny as hell.
McKenna press.
You seen the McKenna press? Only 2 players go at once. We've seen it before. Listen.
This is Bruno by himself.
But it's gonna be nuts because you see when Bruno just loses the ball, I don't think this Ralf guy is gonna be on it. He might say, "Hey,
might drop him."
Not drop him, but he might tell him, "Big man."
The instruction is gonna be different, 100%.
Instruction is gonna be what? But then he did say that he likes to get the best out of what he's got.
Exactly.
Which should be any coach. Which should be any coach's job.
Not any coach can say that. Not any coach can say that.
What are you saying? What are you saying? Ralf Rangnick January transfer window.
well, he's going to be part of it. If he's here for the next 2 years,
Yeah, 100%.
he'll be picking signings. I pray we get a defensive midfielder. I pray. And if Poch is really the man that's coming, I hope them man are conversating from now. Just bare colluding.
They got a secret WhatsApp group.
Colluding.
Yeah.
WhatsApp group strong.
Philip says Poch is not good for United. He has a squad similar to United right now and got turned over by City. We dodged a bullet, in my opinion.
PSG squad similar to Manchester United. They've got Messi, Neymar, and Mbappe. We've got Fred.
Leave Fred. Nah, Owen. Nah, wait. Nah. Leave Fred alone. Why didn't you say Wan-Bissaka?
I was just about to say, why don't we
okay. Well, because the list is long. Should we go through them all? Fred, McTominay, Wan-Bissaka, Phil Jones, Harry Maguire. We can name them all.
Mate, hold on. I've got another thing to say. I think I want to say this. I think we should stop that because I think that's unfair to put Phil Jones in there because
he doesn't even play.
He doesn't play.
That's taking the piss.
Yeah, well, you know,
maybe. Someone's taking the piss. Who's the guy at the bottom with no hat?
KG, it's like they just think you're a whole new person. Like they just don't realize.
Wait, why are you lot talking though? I'm actually reading my lines.
What do you mean?
Bro, I'm going to be shooting in a little bit.
Bro, get off the stream. Listen, get off the stream and go learn.
No, I'm staying. I want to know about Man United, cuz.
007 Methman says, do y'all think Pogba, Van der Beek, Martial will stay if they see the board/club making positive moves? Also, what's the link to send the 3-minute vids? That is the link to send it. Oh, you mean if you want to be involved in the channel? That is United View TV. UnitedViewTV@gmail.com.
This is your last chance. If they're not here in an hour, you'll be eliminated forever, ever.
As you heard from Josh,
this is the final from the narrator falling down a hole. Apparently,
this is the final call to action. Ever. Your channel needs you. You know that guy who does the thing, the war thing. Your country needs you, or whatever it is. Him. So that's where you can send that to. KG, actually, let me ask you this because someone was asking this earlier. Me and Owen spoke about it. I want to see what you think about it.
Go on.
Flex, but what about Ronaldo because he doesn't press but gives us goals and too much offensive on the offensive end? He can do man marking. Basically, though, is Ronaldo the fact that he don't press and run around and do that? Is that an issue for Ralf Rangnick?
Have you man seen the nonsense that Messi's doing in? Wait, why am
She's gone. Flex is gone.
Flex gone.
He just disappeared. He's done a DJ.
He's done a DJ, but I was gonna say, have you seen the nonsense?
I thought it was dramatic.
I was gonna say, have you seen the nonsense that Messi's doing in terms of the walking rate? He's walking. I saw Neymar do up his laces the other day. Nobody is talking about it. No one again. And Messi's been walking for seasons. Yeah, no one complains because he's magical. People still tell me when Messi's been walking for the last 3-4 seasons. 3 seasons. That's getting too far. Yeah, people say that he's still the GOAT, this, that, and the other. Ronaldo's not even just gonna walk. He'll get involved. Ronaldo's hungry. If Ronaldo thinks there's a chance to win titles, he's all up for it. And this is what we're gonna offer. You'd love to see Cavani fit. He said he played a 4-2-2. What did he say? What was that? There was a mad formation, they said. 2 midfield. I didn't understand it. I was like, wait, 2 midfielders, 2. I said, how? What? How does that work as a formation? Like, he's wild. So if he feels like he's got something good, because he's probably been deep in this team for a minute, and he knows exactly who he wants to play. So his first team that we see that he puts out will be very interesting. The team against Arsenal, we don't even know what we're getting. So even predicting the Arsenal game, we can't predict it. We don't know what this man's going to do. And them, man, like people that put on weight and stuff, they better get serious because he's going to run them into the floor. By double injury. Because that guy, it's mad. It's mad.
Your internet connection is going a bit mad, but you're in and out. We got you though. We can hear what you're saying at least. We can hear what you're saying. It's not your fault. And you got to remember as well is we actually haven't because confirmed him yet. I mean, I said to Owen before, I said, what a birthday present for me. I feel like that kid who's seen the mum that they've gone bed and I've just quickly gone to peek to see what it is. And then I've gone, I just can't. I need to open it all right now. I'm not even going to do the thing of getting to my birthday and going, oh, thanks, man. I can't believe I got this. I've gone all in. I've unwrapped it because I saw a glimpse of it in the corner. And if he is, so the club haven't actually announced it yet.
Oh no, it's like it was been announced by everyone else, and Eric
been announced by everyone.
Eric
It's like the Ollie thing.
Oh,
Eric
yeah,
Cantona thing was great, wasn't it?
Wait, Fabrizio Romano, what are you saying, big man? Because he's the main.
Yeah,
man.
they've all said the same thing essentially. That it's a bit like with Ollie, a bit like Ollie before. You know, when things are like unofficially confirmed. You know, it's a bit like that.
That is what it is. That is what it is.
But that is what's funny about Manchester United, isn't it? A case of nothing's ever sort of announced by the club out of the blue, is it?
Simon Stone always confirmed it as well.
Yeah.
Who?
Simon Stone.
Oh, that's as good as Wow, this is incredible though. This is incredible.
You'll like this one. You'll like this one, KG. Jurgen Klopp has previously described Ralf Rangnick as the quote best German coach still within the game.
He actually did what he actually did say though, Simon Stone. He says, "Deal not done yet, and Man United mindful Locomotive have a Europa League game this evening, but Man United are set to appoint Rangnick." So yeah. It's,
like I said, Flex. Like I said, to be honest, look again. Ralf Rangnick said he wants to leave on the best kind of terms. And he's going to look. This is a job. It's too hard to turn down. It's a once in a lifetime thing. I've got to take it. If Locomotive Moscow go, no, you're too important here. He's going to go, no, I'm telling you, I'm taking it. I just want to be nice now. Let's not mistake any bit around this here.
You know, I didn't even know that guy was employed. The way he was twerking for this position, I thought he was free. So you're telling me, this man had a full job. But he was telling them, look, yo, I'm interested. He is a violator, but I'll accept it.
And also as well, it's not as if he's a manager. He's manager of Lokomotiv Moscow as well. He's got, like I said, that weird like head of sports and science role as well. It's not like again, if he leaves the club, obviously him leaving the club will be a detriment to them. But it's leaving the head of whatever to becoming the Manchester United interim coach and then a consultancy. Like,
come in.
United can do that.
Is that KG done now? He's got to go.
Is it time?
No, his dinner's ready. His dinner's ready. Sounds like your dinner's ready. Is it time? Is it ready?
I gotta go shoot. I read none of this.
You don't know what you're gonna say.
I'll be fine.
Oh my days. He doesn't know what he's gonna say. He doesn't know what he's gonna say.
No, don't worry.
I've got a
photographic memory. Look, I've got a photographic memory. Script. It's done. I'm good to go. See you later.
All right, see you later, bro.
See you later.
What an incredible human being. Honestly.
I don't know about you, Flex. I can't wait to see the blooper reel of season 2, and you can tell exactly what day he was on United View. He just every other word. What's wrong with this person? Rangnick. Rangnick.
He's just honestly, he's something else, isn't he? He's something else because that's why we love him, isn't it? He's just a pure soul.
Oh, absolutely, 100%.
That is why. Nearly 2,000 people watching live as well. It is big news. You know, it is big news, and it is something to get excited about because at the end of the day, it's a footballing decision that's been made. Does it guarantee success? Nothing guarantees anything in football, in life.
No, there's no such thing as guarantees.
No such thing as guarantee. But like I said earlier, it definitely gives us the best chance of being able to make proper football decisions. Like you said, the biggest thing about this is not even the 6 months that he's going to be his interim. It's actually 2 years that he's going to be there structurally at the football club to start changing the football club and changing the way that the football club operates and the way that it makes decisions and in what best interest it makes those decisions, you know?
Oh, 100%. Again, it's continuity. And that was my frustration about the whole interim thing in the first place. First of all, I felt like the interim thing was kind of it's just the season's ruined. We'll firefight him if you can do something. If not, don't worry about it. But also it was the continuity of, I mentioned it before to you off stream, that like we're going to be going through like 3 managers in the space of 6 months. Otherwise it'd be like, Ollie, well, 4 technically, Ollie, Carrick, interim, permanent. that still is the case, but there is still some continuity now. There's a pathway, there's a plan, because again, Rangnick's going to be part of that decision as to who the next guy is going to be going in, and he's going to look at a coach, or at least try and steer Manchester United in the direction of this guy's similar to me. And also, when this guy is in, I'm still going to be around. So when it comes to players that can fit into this kind of system, or players that can suit this new philosophy that Manchester United has, I can be steering the club in the right direction as well. So it just, again, the big word's continuity. There feels like, you mentioned before when it came to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, and Ed Woodward used to always be, we believe in the long-term plan and vision. And we'd always go, what is it? What is that long-term plan and vision? At least you can see one now. You know, philosophy, I know it was talked under Van Gaal, but there's a philosophy, and you go, what is the philosophy?
Yeah.
Tell me this philosophy. At least we'll be able to see it now. And again, could all change, could go massively wrong. But it feels nice to have some sort of form of optimism around certainly the stuff on the pitch, certainly. Because again, there was optimism of coming into the season with Ollie in the sense of, we've got great players, so maybe we should be challenging. But it's nice to have some optimism as, I tell you what, there are people coaching the players that I can really believe in, have like proper tactics, you know, and I'm excited. I am very excited.
It's a chance to be excited. You have to be, I think. I mean, because, you know, you touched on it there, sort of saying like, yeah, it could go wrong or whatever. But the evidence tells you that when you put the football people in the right positions and appoint good managers who understand tactics, who play in a certain way, the formula's there, you know, and you couple that with elite players, which we've got some elite players, not all the way through the squad, but largely we've got some very good players there. You couple that with good structure, good decisions, and then having the conductor and then having the players, you put all those ingredients together. Man City showed you that that's what it is. Chelsea have showed you that's what it is. Liverpool showed you that's what it is. And then teams who have maybe not one of those ingredients in terms of budget and players, but have good managers, people like Brighton, or people like, you know, who else is doing quite well at the moment? I don't know who else is doing quite well. Aston Villa might start doing well under Gerrard. I'm not saying Gerrard's an amazing manager, but I'm just saying, you know, it shows you that different ingredients. If you're missing a couple, you're still going to see positives in the other. With us, it was like the only ingredient we kind of had was money. So it was like, okay, we can build a good squad, because we looked at the squad
and also as well,
everything else we didn't have.
We speak about Ajax yesterday, and by the way, let's get to 1K likes as well. We've got over 1,700 people watching. You spoke to Ajax from Ajax yesterday, and it's just sort of hit me now that, you know, people talk about the Glazers leaving or the Glazers selling the club. We need to get the Glazers out. We need to get Ed Woodward out. We need to get Richard Arnold out. Maybe it is a gradual process. Maybe the Glazers are going to be around forever, but isn't at least the first step in actual proper reform getting football people in? Actually having football people in making some decisions. Maybe it's not an overnight thing, and maybe it's not a case of ripping the Band-Aid off as we would like, but at least just, again, having a football person just even involved in that conversation, that literally has not happened in such a long time. That's why it's so significant, I think. You know, again, we can talk about managers post-Ferguson, but when we lost Sir Alex Ferguson, we also lost David Gill at the same time, you know, and since then we haven't had football people in charge. And that's why it's so significant.
V33 says, is that KG? I'm not used to this. It was KG a little while ago.
KG.
JK says Champions League final. Here we go. Wow. Let's
go crazy, guys.
KG's not here now. We don't need to do
so Flex calms down now. Look at him adapting to whoever else is on screen with him. KG's there, he starts getting reckless. Just sick of it.
I know. John Wixon says Rangnick in plus no Maguire equals Man United defeats Chelsea. Wow. Well, Ragnick's not going to be there for the Chelsea game. If you're just joining us and wondering when he's going to be here, you would probably think for the Arsenal game, hopefully. But that is still quite a short turnaround, because that game's on Sunday and then Thursday would be the Arsenal game. So no, I suppose there's enough time in there. And Ginger Fury 97 says, finally we have someone that isn't connected to the club. 100%. Huge step in the right direction to fixing the club bottom to top. Can't wait for this team to flourish. A lot of optimism, and rightly so. A lot of optimism, man. It just shows. Yeah. It just shows, like, you know, if the Glazers, we all talk about the Glazers all the time, and like you said, get Woodward out, get them all out. But if the Glazers would say, okay, we're about money, we just want our profit to be up. But because of that, it means we want the team to be successful because then we're going to make more money. Yes, we want you guys to be happy as supporters,
Which
but
is not the approach they've adopted for so many years. But I think they've started to realize, look, eventually shit catches up to you.
exactly.
Okay?
But then if they said, I tell you what, we'll just clear out all of this muck here who's not making football decisions and put football people there, then we can start to see us go in the right direction. The stuff with the ownership, the stuff with dividends, the stuff with that's parked. That's over there. This is purely football stuff. And the minimum requirement on top of, you know, paying off our debts and using their own money to finance players when we need them and not trying to play hardball and on transfers and things like that. The minimum requirement is that we want football people making football decisions at the club.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? The best man in the job in every single area. You know what I mean? When it comes to, you know, fitness and nutrition and health, we want the best physios. We want the best doctors.
Best in class.
We want the best in class in every single thing to do with the football, even down to the dinner ladies, even down to the people the chefs. We want the ones who cook the best food. It's Manchester United, the groundsman. I want the guy who cuts the grass or the woman who cuts the grass in the best way. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. I want everything. I want the training ground facilities. I want the best. Do you know what I mean? So, and that should be right up to board level, down to somebody who's just, no disrespect, who's just the boot guy or whatever, the kit man. It doesn't matter. Whatever role it is, you want the best.
Interest. Samuel Luckhurst has just tweeted saying,
what's he saying? He's on a warpath. Is he being negative?
No, he said Rangnick was overlooked for Manchester United football director role as he was deemed too synonymous with recruitment as others were, and United wanted someone with a broader remit. Interesting, they have now turned to him as a coach and future consultant. So it's kind of saying basically that this United board. But basically, he's saying what we have just said earlier on, that the people in charge, whether it's Woodward, whether it's Arnold, whether it's Murto, they've all basically just gone, we need to change. We've got. If it means giving something up, we're going to have to give it up. And guess what? About time. Because this is what I said about Ed Woodward. This whole thing of him staying to it's like literally setting your house on fire in it and then going, right, I need to stay to put it out. You'd be like, no, you're the one that set it on fire.
Yeah, I'm going to call the fire brigade in, mate. You get out.
Call the fire brigade. Call the fire brigade. Yeah, and maybe Ralf Rangnick's the fire brigade in this case, and he's there and he turns up and Ed Woodward's there putting buckets of water, going, I'm fixing it, and he goes, no, okay, gets the hose out. That's the sound of a hose, by the way.
Is that what it was? I was thinking, what was that?
Yeah. Good at sound effects, aren't I? Forget KG soundboard. It should just be me.
V33 says they call him the godfather of German football. Is he really that good? Pardon my ignorance. No ignorance there. You don't know, you ask. That's what the community is about. No one's going to shame you for not knowing. A lot of us don't know every single thing about Ralf Rangnick. So V33, thanks for your contribution and your question. Like we said before, what we did say before, which you probably missed, he is very interesting. They do call him like the godfather of that because he brought through the likes of Klopp, Nagelsmann, Tuchel. They based their whole philosophy off of Ralf Rangnick and what he, instilled in those managers and what he is in German football. So, yes. So there's no sort of pardon your ignorance, bro. Don't worry about it.
What if he turns out that Bielsa?
What, just plays attacking?
Because everyone's like, oh, he's the bee's knees.
Yeah.
Bee's knees.
I think he's even higher. He's higher regarded than like Bielsa, to be fair. Because the thing is about Ralf Rangnick is that it's not that he's actual. If you look at his managerial career, I'll pull it up now.
Yeah, it's not ginormous clubs.
It's not ginormous clubs. It's not ginormous.
This would be his biggest job. 100%.
Exactly. And he doesn't. And the times that he stayed at some of these teams, it's like firefighting stuff. So at Leipzig, again, he was brought into the incorporation. He was there from May 15 to May 16. So he just done 1 year.
Funny. I was looking him up last night. One of them was I think it was the Schalke job. One of the first times round, he was there for like maybe 6 months, and then he said he was exhausted and he left.
Exactly. And then he came back with Hoffenheim after that.
Yeah.
So, the Schalke one. And then he had a rest from 11 to 15. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he had 4 years out then, and then only like fire fought with 1 season with Leipzig, stabilized them, passed it on to someone else, and then again came back in 18-19 for a short term, and that's probably where he passed it on to what's his face, Nagelsmann. So yeah.
Romano's tweeted as well. by the way, as well. And it's like we were saying before. He says, important one, as Colin Miller reminds, Rangnick rejected Chelsea in January, stating, quote, "I am not an interim coach. To the media and players, you would be the 4-month manager," basically saying he needs more than 4 months. But it also, then Romano says, he is now accepting the Man United job. I can just see out the corner of my eye. He is now accepting Man United job, also because of this future consultancy role with power into his hands. So basically, they're saying, look, not only is he just because sometimes when people say I'm a consultant, and people go, what's a consultant? What you show up occasionally to boardroom meetings once a month, all that kind of stuff, and you show you wave around. No, they're basically saying this future consultancy role is there's significant power being given to him after he's there, which again. That's bigger than the interim manager. That is structural reform.
The interim thing is just a bonus, so that actually, because we're killing all the birds. We're killing all birds with one stone here.
Stop killing all the birds.
Yeah.
2.5K. I see you. We'll wait for those likes. Ding 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 ding. Put your enthusiasm into this new manager.
Into the likes.
That like button. Yeah. Do it now. Get reckless.
Josh behind Flex, he's like an angry parent at parents' evening. That felt like, honestly, you don't have a go at my child. My boy's nice. My boy's a good boy. Okay.
Exactly. Well, we should see him start flying up now after that. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly. I mean, I feel like, I feel bored.
Exactly.
Oh, and you better hit the like button. Very, very far away.
Actually, I can do it on my phone. Well.
Yeah.
Haven't even liked my own stream.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm a hypocrite.
Yeah.
Wait, have I done it yet? I have. I already did, actually. There you go. I already did.
Mine's.
There you
mine's
go.
Done now.
I forgot what Josh just threw me completely off.
Now we're at 1K likes. I can live with that.
There you go.
He can live with that. Yeah, structural reform is what it is, Flex. That's more important than the interim position.
Structural reform. I think what we're saying is the fact that when he realizes that he has power afterwards, that is the club loosening the grip. That is the club saying, okay, look, we wanted to keep it in-house. We wanted Man United DNA. We wanted the Jolly Boys out on club of everyone to do with Man United. Now we can see, actually, we need to loosen the grip. It's almost like you've got trust issues. Do you know what I mean? You don't want to let new people come on. You don't want to let new people get involved. You don't want to kind of give new people responsibility because you've been burnt so many times. So you just keep it for yourself. And you're like, nah, mine.
Do you know what's funny as well, though? What's funny with it is that, so we bemoaned the Manchester United board and all that for a lack of a contingency plan and a lack of a plan going forward, all that kind of stuff. But it's this lack of a plan that might actually have got us into a better situation. Because let's face it, if they had a plan, they wouldn't give up power to Ralf Rangnick, would they? They wouldn't, because they would have a plan and they'd have contingency. They go, because we're so shoddily run, we've kind of somehow fallen into a good solution, or we've panicked into a good solution. And I don't know whether, well, it's a good thing, obviously, but it speaks volumes, doesn't it? That they've just they're complete like shit.
Yeah,
we've got to do something, otherwise,
I would much have rather, not having to go through this to get here, of course.
Yeah.
Listen, we've been through it all now, so it's too late.
We're
here. We're here, exactly. Wilson says, what do you think Rangnick does when he sees Phil Jones in? Look, the Phil Jones thing, leave. I honestly, I just think the Phil Jones, just leave him alone, man. He's not his fault that he's still there. He's struggled with injuries.
Well, in fairness, I mean, I mentioned it earlier. But if Manchester United if I hadn't played or played like one game, he's gone again. He's done it again. And like always, I'm in the mud. You can see my desk here now. This is what happened. KG's left me. Flex has left me. I feel like a jilted bride.
Sorry, I've realised because I'm on Josh's laptop. He's got one of the swipe things that. Anyway, I know why that keeps happening.
Yeah, blaming Josh. Josh. Here we go. You sound like the Glazers. Honestly, blaming everyone but yourself. Oh God, shocking.
I'm a Glazer sympathizer.
Well, that's going to be clipped. You shouldn't have said that. Jeez.
It's not Wi-Fi. It's
not
the Wi-Fi. I pressed the wrong button. But what was you saying?
I can't remember now. I've just got on the
there you
Glazers
go.
sympathiser
So you weren't even
ringing in my
concentrating
ears.
on it. You didn't even know. You didn't
Yeah,
even know.
because I was panicking because I was left alone. You could see the side of my desk.
Duncan says, I'm not going to pretend I know much about him, but isn't the fact that he's never been part of a big club in over 30 years a concern? Why didn't someone get him before? Well, that's what Owen was just saying. It's the capacity of which you understand of what Ralf Rangnick does. And Chelsea were trying to get him and he turned him down. The fact that he actually doesn't want to be an interim manager by trade, usually, and wouldn't normally unless you give up some power, basically, that's what we've done.
He's bargained. He's bargained.
Yeah.
I was going to do another Marvel reference there, but you're not going to get it. It's going to go right over your head. So I'm not.
Yeah, don't just save it. Well, unless
bother.
it's for the comments because they know. Ali Morgan says, I'm proud of the club. They've done something smart. Get Ten Hag in at the end of the season. Rangnick won't take any laziness. The guy's a stallion. Whole load of super chats here. I'm just going to go through them. Neo United 7 says, may have missed this earlier, but does consultant role basically equal director of football? Cheers from California. We haven't got the I'm not going to sit here and speculate and spread lies and spread stuff for, to make you get the answer that you want. The truth is we don't know the definitive.
All we know is power. That's always been said.
That a power, a say, a seat at the table, and something different. That's what we do know, Neo United 7. So yeah, sorry I couldn't give you the confirmation you're looking for, but I'm not here for lies, man. We got to be honest with what's going on. No, nothing sensationalist. Let's just talk about what we know and how it makes us feel. A99 says Ralph Devils now instead of Red Devils. German Yoda to our club. That's Star Wars, isn't it? Yoda.
You're a disgrace, Flex. The fact that only you barely know Yoda.
When I know that it is from Star Wars.
Because,
if I said,
because you've heard Yoda and you've gone, that's Star Wars, right? It shouldn't even be right. There should be a question there. You should know that Star Wars straight away. It should be just, no Star Wars reference.
Yeah, Yoda's a little thing with the thing that looks like a Furby.
Just carry on.
Isn't it?
A Furby.
It looks like a Furby, though, isn't it?
You've said Yoda. You've compared Yoda to a Furby.
Does it look like a Furby?
If you went bald,
You've compared Yoda.
Yeah.
You compared Yoda to like a shitty 90s toy. That was the craze.
That was a big toy. That's not a shitty toy. It's a big toy.
Well, I know, but Yoda's bigger. Yoda's bigger than that.
KG says, I got my lines down. He did it. He sent the super chat in to confirm as well. And lastly, let me make sure I've got. There's another super chat here. Let me make sure I read that. David Naheem, big up yourself. What's up, guys? Are we allowed to say it feels different? Well, I suppose.
Don't encourage him, David.
But maybe
don't encourage KG.
But we are. God damn, Flex happiness is real. Yeah, it is. It's a good afternoon. It's a good afternoon. Okay, listen, we're going to wrap it up there. Over 2,500 people watching live. Absolutely incredible. If you haven't done already, smash a like on the video. And if you're just joining right at the end, hold on, super chat just here from Devin. Devin says, probably letting Ed or Murto deal with the business aspect of the club and Ralph focusing on the football. Probably taking Fletcher's role in the summer. Finally, a smart business decision. I'm shocked. And you know what? If Ed Woodward this whole time would have stuck to commercial stuff, he's very good at that. He's actually very good at that. Think of that. We haven't had any success in terms of major trophies since Sir Alex has left, yeah? I mean, Champions League, Premier League, yeah? Huh?
And David Gill at the same time.
And David Gill, yeah? Since they've left, we haven't been good. But look at the revenue that is generated into the club, you know? That is partly because we're a massive club with a huge fan base, so we can lean on that. But also it's because Ed's forte is putting collar or whatever the hell they are on the side of the thing, or trying to get Aeroflot.
Collar. That's like a really bad thing. That's like a really bad illness that comes from water.
Collar. What's it called? What's it called on the side of the shirt?
I can't pronounce it, but I know it's not collar.
It might be how I say it.
That kills people. That kills people.
That's collar. What collar?
Oh, I thought you were saying cholera. I was like, man, that's not right.
Oh, well, the thing that I'm talking about at the side of the shirt. Yeah. Because I won't be making fun of that because that's a serious, you know what I mean? That's cholera. That's different. Yeah, exactly. That's that.
Yeah, that's that.
I don't mean that. I mean, our thing begins with a K.
Yeah, on the side of the shirt. It's not spelt like that, is it?
I don't know. Well, anyway, that shit thing on the side of the shirt that Ed got us, even though we're crap. If he stuck to that and let all the football people do that, it probably could work. I mean, he's outstate. There you go. Cola. That's probably how you say it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know what they do, but they're our sponsor on the side of the shirt.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, Ed would probably be quite good at that. But again, we just want football people in the right. We just want the right bits of the jigsaw in the right places. Is that too hard to ask? It looks like we may finally have that. And one last super chat before we go from Luca says, Flex, I'm with you. Don't understand the Star Wars, Marvel, etc. hype. Oh, Luca. Luca, you're not a disgrace. You're not a disgrace. Luca, you are perfectly fine.
And you know what I want to do? They'll get that. Get rid of them. All right, and it did. I got rid of Flex doing that as well. I bet he didn't even mean to do it. He didn't even do that. I clicked my fingers like that, and Flex disappeared.
Yeah, you literally clicked your fingers away.
Yeah, and it disappeared. I did it. I looked at my hands. It's like,
listen, I think on that note, we'll wrap it up there and we'll call it a day. We'll wait for the official announcement. I'm sure we'll see you guys soon whenever that official announcement coming. And once we've got an official kind of statement from Man United of how it's going to work, for how long, what it means. And yeah, guys, smash a like on the video. It's been very, very fun. It's been brilliant that we actually got something to shout about in the lead up to the Chelsea game, which may add still going to be very difficult. Ralf Rangnick's not here yet, but let's not bring it down. Let's not bring it out. We've got the preview of that coming tomorrow as well. So make sure you guys check that out. There'll be the press conference reaction as well at some point in the lead up to it. So yeah, a lot to come. Owen, big up. I'll see you guys all very, very soon.